You. All right, brother. Have a good night. Later. What up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to go live here on YouTube and get into one of my rants here real quick. While Ethereum looks like to be starting to outpace Bitcoin here, which is pretty cool. And look, right now we say we have this global economy, right? But when you think about the global economy, right now, you have to, like, let's say we say we have a global economy, right? But if I gave you $1 in the Netherlands, right? You could take it somewhere, but you'd have to change it into your native currency, right? You don't have to do that. With Bitcoin, right? I can send you one form of payment. You can send me a product in a matter of seconds, and that changes things from the global perspective. And that's why it's so important that you start to learn about Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin, how to have risk management. This is the year of risk management because it is going to be a volatile ride. And look, according to Forbes magazine, love it or hate it, Bitcoin has forced its way in the top 10 companies of the world. Bank of China, JP Morgan, Berkshire Hathaway, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Apple, Microsoft, and Google. Right? They all got Bitcoin. And, I still bank on this one thing. There's the most important thing about Bitcoin is you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin. Let me give you an example. If the price of Bitcoin went to 150,000, the smallest portion you could buy would be 1.5 cents. If Bitcoin were 10 million, the smallest portion of Bitcoin you could purchase would be $10, right? Each Bitcoin is, and so each Bitcoin is separated by 100 million Satoshis. And I don't know of one other investment out there where the price going up doesn't prohibit someone somewhere from owning it. And that is the power of Bitcoin. So let's jump into the charts and take a look here real quick. I'm looking at Ethereum right now. I just want to start to kind of get settled in here. Bear with me just a second. So I guess I will get to Ethereum and start it out with Bitcoin. Got to get microphones all in place and screens in place. There we go. So you still have hope for XRP, sir. I don't know about that. XRP, we'll take a look at that one as well. But Bitcoin so let's see if there's any trades lining up here. First thing I'm looking for is BBWP below 35 percentile. We do not see that on pretty much any time frame. So not much except for the higher term time frames. In fact, below 35. So just getting my own thoughts out for my own short-term trades and even longer-term trades right now. I want to see BBWP, the volatility indicator, below 35, which is going to be this area right here. And I want to see the PMA, so an entry off the green 55, so silver cross to the downside and golden cross to the upside. So what do I see here? I'm going to clean up the graph here shortly. Bear with me just a second. I will. There we go. Boss 355. Welcome back. All right. So let me get rid of the RSI and just make this simple. Two indicators you need for this strategy. The BBWP and the PMARP. And we don't even need this guy as well. So I'm just going to make the rounds as the day just closed, April 3rd. Hope you guys had a good April Fools. And this is the Lux Algo indicator. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this is to identify the ranges, right? So currently looking at the 3-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame, And that is where the setup is. Additionally, I can see on the 6 hour, we got a fresh test of the green 55. The 8 hour, fresh test of the green 55. The 10 hour and the 12 hour. The 12 hour has not hit yet. And so as you can see, the lower term time frames will bleed into the higher term time frames. So the first part of the signal is BBWP below 35, and obviously the higher the time frame, the bigger the signal is going to be. And honestly, to me, I think we're going to get some continuation to the bottom of the range here, probably one more time. One more test, maybe down to this level on the daily time frame, as long as we do not close below here or get a wick below this area right here. A wick below there. And honestly, there's probably a lot of liquidity there. So what could happen is we get a nice drive down here below this wick and then a strong move back up. Why am I bullishly biased? I'll just give it away right here. On the Gaussian channel last week, we did have the closure above the mean band, which typically gives you a free ride up to 32,000. So it doesn't mean we can't come test down here and launch back up, but I would suspect that higher term time frame target does get hit at 32,158. What would invalidate that? Well, if we see a 5-day closure, I guess below here at the green 55 at 24,000. That would be, I think, a major buying opportunity. Anything down there, if we don't get any immediate upside, Dixie is coming down pretty hard. And I think that also gooses the favor into the bulls. Bearish engulfing candle coming in from yesterday. So as we're getting a short-term bounce, but that should lead down to about 101.88. That would be my overall opinion. You don't think we're coming down to 30 or 32? Well, I would say to the power of crypto, I think we are rising up to 30 to 32,000. Yes. That would be my guess. So as the dollar continues down, I think risk assets will continue to go higher. But let's talk about, again, risk management for me on the daily time frame for Bitcoin is going to be anywhere below this wick right here, as there's probably going to be a lot of liquidity. If we tick below there, we're going to get a fresh move down to 25 to 22. But I think also you've got, I think they call this the three red soldiers. Not as clearly defined as I would like to see it. You want to see this candle a little bit bigger. But typically that gooses the odds in favor of. So here's the only thing showing me upside continuation is you could still get a bounce off the 4 hour off of this time frame. The 6 hour as well could hold itself up here at 27.6 and get a good bounce. But overall, I'm just going to put up all my charts here. This does look a little bit more like we want to have one more test to the downside. I did mention this last week. As soon as the PMARP lost the moving average on the daily time frame, very likely we were going to get some downside action. As that resets back down to the 15, that would be your sell, or that would be your short signal and your take profit as the PMARP gets back below 25, in fact, on the daily. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome for speaking to the macro timeframes, higher term